teaching the undergraduate students for this past 6 years as an assistant professor also, as per the Macaut. And like I've been expertise in the Google workspaces, as in our college we are using the Google workspace for every communication and all documentations and the processes, and that I'm managing here, right? In addition to that, I'm managing the softwares which are running in our systems. Okay, so those things are very valuable to run a business or a processes in a particular organization, right? So if I go with this Google Workspace, this Google Workspaces has a very valuable impact on the business. Okay, and it is mandatory to understand this thing. It can be useful in your businesses too. So today in this session, I will start this session with the Google Workspaces introductions, and I will go forward, right? So let me share my screen with you all so that you can verify whether my screen is visible or not. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, fine.
so just a second. I'm requesting everyone to note down your questions in the chat or with yourself. Try not to interrupt unnecessarily. After one sir is finished, we can all do it. Thank you, sir. You may
Yeah.
continue.
Fine. So so let me log into my Google Workspace account so that you will have a real live, practical session. So I'm logging to my account here. Okay.
So the screen sharing has stopped.
Okay. Just a second. Yeah. Now could you see my screen, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So I have logged into the Gmail account, which is the gateway to all the Google applications, right? And I'm going to present one slide also for you all to make introduction to this Google Workspace. So let me share my PPT as well to you. So could you see my PPT right now?
नहीं सर, आपको ये बंद करना पड़ेगा। जूम में आप 2 स्क्रीन नहीं शेयर कर सकते हैं।
Okay. Now please look at here in the screen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So what is a Google Workspace? Like the Google Workspace, formerly it was called as G Suite account. Okay, right now it is called Google Workspaces. So in this Google Workspaces, we have Gmail, Calendar, Google Meet, Google Chat, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, and many more. Okay, now these applications helps in our businesses to run our businesses in a very smooth manner. They all are connected to each other, right? So these Google Spaces can be used by small teams in the small businesses also while doing a startup, right? So in this session, we will go with the Google Drive. So what is a Google Drive is? I think you know what is a cloud storage. Cloud storage is. Anybody has an idea about the cloud storage? Anybody having an idea of cloud storage? What is the cloud storage?
Is all our data for Google Drive. We need the amount of space we have on a computer, that also takes up the Google Drive. And plus, if the drive is full, then we need to have a cloud storage, which is an online storage where we can store our other data. That's how I understand it.
Exactly. Anyone who's supposed to say, like, they can add on to this, what is a cloud storage? Okay, so cloud storage is basically storage which is in the server, right? So it is not there in our local site. It is there in somewhere in the cloud, which we cannot see, right? So, and the easiest example is the Google Drive, which is offered in the Google Workspace. So with the help of Google Drive, we can store, share, and collaborate the files. Okay, and we can access it through the mobile devices, tablet, or any computer. Right now, in the Google Drive, we used to store the Google Docs file, Google Sheets file, or any other PDF files as well. Right. So that thing I will tell you practically. I will show you also later on this session. Right. So next we have a Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is a application through which we can, involve the students, and they can see the assignments, right? We can take their feedback. We can communicate with them in the Google Classroom, right? And also we can create a rubrics for the certain assignments, and we can post it to the students. So this is the platform through which the teacher can create a classes. Now, after creating a class, they can invite the students, and from there we can start with the feedback. We can announce something there. We can get the assignment. We can post the assignment, and so many things can be done there in the Google Classroom. So it is also one of the product of Google Workspace. Next, Google Docs. So I think you may have a experience in working in Microsoft Word, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But in the Google Docs, there is a difference between the Microsoft document, that's Microsoft Word, and this Google Docs. The Microsoft Word, you may use it offline, but Google Docs, you need to sign into your Gmail
Okay.
account and you can use it. But it is more or less same like Microsoft Word only, but it is online. That is the main difference. It is online, and we can collaborate with others and work together in this thing. There is a share option which we can use it to share it with our colleagues or friends, and we can work online in the real time. Next, the Google Sheets. Now, this is also the online platform where we can work in the spreadsheet in the real time. Here also we can communicate with our friends or colleagues and work together. Google Slide is there. Excuse me. So in the Google Slide, have you ever used the Google Slide to create a PPT? Or you have been using the Canva?
No,
Or
sir,
Microsoft PowerPoint?
I haven't used a Google Slide, always in Canva or in the PPT, PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. But if you have a habit of working in the Google Slide, you will get all the features. Maximum features are there in the Google Slide also. Like Google, the transition of slide, animations, all those things are there. The most important thing is that we can create and present it online, and we can collaborate also. So these three things, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and the Google Slide. These are the applications which are provided by the Google Workspaces, in which we can collaborate and work together. The most powerful thing is that collaboration, right? We don't need to save in our pen drive. It is saved automatically in the Google Drive, in the cloud storage, right? And we can access it through any devices. But we need to log in into Gmail. Now, another is Google Forms. I have a query that like Google Forms, you all want to know more about this thing. So Google Forms are also like, this is also an online form which we can create it and we can share it online, right? But there is a one important aspect of Google Form is that we can store the responses in the Google Sheet as well. So that part also I'm going to show you today in this session, practically. So these are the roadmaps for today's session, which I'm going to show you practically. Number one, the Google Drive. We will understand some Gmail interface first, and then we will go to the Google Drive interface, right? We will create a folder, and we will know how to upload the files in the Google Drive. We will understand the sharing part, privacy policy, how to move, and other options in the Google Drive. Next, we will go to the Google Classroom. In there, we will understand the Google Classroom interface. We will know how to create a classroom and how we can use the setting options in the Google Classroom. We will understand some of the options like streams, classwork, people, and grade in the Google Classroom. In the Google Docs, next, we are going to understand the documents interface, the tabs and the menu which are there, which is comparatively same as Microsoft Word. Next, we will also understand that how to share, comment, or see the activity dashboard in the Google document. Next, we will understand how we can download the files in different format. In the Google Sheet also, we will understand the same thing, right? We will understand the Google Sheet interface, tabs, and the menu, and we will also learn the sharing part, comment, and activity dashboard. Plus, we will learn filtering, sorting, finding and replacing, and the basic functions like sum, average, how we can do. With additional to that, we will also learn some of the more aspects like freezing the rows or column. Okay, so I have an index created that we will learn. And then lastly, the Google Forms. How to create a Google Forms and how to link with the Google Sheets. So that we will understand how we can add different types of form fields, form settings that we will understand. And lastly, we will go with slides interface. So let's start with the Gmail and then let's go to the Google Drive. So are you all ready to go with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So let us go to the Gmail right now. So this is the Gmail interface, right? You can make a note if possible. So this is the Gmail interface. You can see here in the Gmail, when you log into the Gmail, you will find some of the options which are integrated in the Gmail only, like Google Chat Spaces, Google Meet is also there. It is integrated there, right? These are integrated. Next, you can see the search bar here. You can search some emails. You can filter the emails as per your requirement. You can also have a status. Like suppose you are busy, you can mark it as do not disturb. Do not disturb for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours if you are busy, right? You have status away. If you're away from this mail, you can check it out. I think this is visible. This screen is, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. Next, we have a settings options here. We can customize the way and feel of this Gmail also, right? You can find the settings. I will not go deep to the settings, but you can find the settings options here because we have a limited time. So we will go with the Google Drive and all. But for briefing only, I'm trying to show you that there are options which can help you out to customize the look and feel of the Gmail. Right now, here also in the right side, you can see the Google Calendar is integrated in the Gmail. The Google Keep, in which we can keep our minutes of meeting. I'm clicking in the Google Keep. You can keep the minutes of meeting like this, the notes, right? You will also find the task option. Now, suppose you want to, you want to track some task. Like I have added so many of tasks here, right? So if some task is completed, you can mark as completed like this. Okay, so you can track your task in your business if you are using a Gmail, right? Next, Google Contacts is also there. The in Google Contacts, you can see all the contacts of your directory, of your domain. Okay, we don't need to call somebody and ask for the number. You can find it out in the Google Contacts as well. But these contacts need to be synchronized with your phone because your phone has a contact and those contacts need to be synchronized with the Google Contacts so that you will find it out here, right? So in this one interface, we're able to see the Google Chat, the Google Meet, right? Google Calendar, Google Keep, Google Task, and the Google Contacts as well. So now let's go directly to the Google applications one by one. So we will start with the Google Drive. So this is the Google Drive, and you can see my interface. The Google Drive interface. You can see so many folders are there. And I have colored those folders also to recognize it, right? So I'm going to tell you one by one how we can use this Google Drive, right? So here you can see the number one, the option which is there is priority. This priority, I will tell you at the end of the end of this particular options. So let me first start with My Drive. So My Drive is the homepage of the Google Drive. Here you can create a new folder by clicking on New. When you click on New, you will find the New Folder option. You simply click on New Folder and write the file name as test. Right? I've created a folder called test WEMBA. Right? Now, in that test WEMBA, you can see here, when I do a right click, you can see open with option. We can download this folder. We can rename this folder. We can share this folder as well. We can organize this folder and we can see the file information as well, and we can move it to the bin. So before applying or knowing this thing, let me upload one file to this folder. So in order to upload the file in this folder, let me open this folder, right? And simply, if there is some file which is downloaded, we can simply drop the files here. Okay, so let me upload one file from my system. Yes, so I'm uploading a file in the test WEMBA folder. So it is uploaded. Now, if I want to go back, I will simply click on test WEMBA, or I will click on My Drive, right? Now here, right now, you can, if you can see properly, there in this icon, if you compare this two folder, in this particular folder, you can see there is a icon of a person type, and there is no icon here. Why? Because this folder has been shared. This folder has been shared with the other person, but this folder has not been shared. So when we do a right click and click on share, this option will come. So here we can add a people and the groups. Suppose if I want to share with one of my colleagues, say Prasanjit. Okay. Now I'm going to share this folder which is having one file. Now I'm going to share this folder with Mr. Prasanjit. Now I can make him a viewer of this folder, or a commenter of this folder, or editor of this folder. So this is the privacy policy in Google Drive. And this is most important, right? Because you are going to create a folder and you will be sharing with your colleagues or any business holder, and you have to set up this policy. Suppose you want other to view only, you can make it a viewer of this folder, or commenter of this folder, or editor. An editor has that capability to organize, add, or edit the files which is there inside this folder. Next, you will see the notify people. A mail with a notification will be sent when it is shared, right? And another is that you can see there is a copy link option also. When you click on this copy link, the link is copied. Now this copied link, you can share it with your any business holder, any colleagues or friends through WhatsApp or any other communication medium, right? And they can open this folder. Now there is also a settings options here. Now here editors can change permission and share. So right now it is checked. It means I have suppose if I share with Mr. Prasanjit, and if he is the editor, and if this is checked, the person can change the permission and share also. So it is always, it is always insecure. So always try to uncheck it, so that the editor will not be able to share with third person. This is very important, right? Google Drive is all about, mainly about the sharing part. So it is very important to understand this thing. So I hope this part is clear, how the folder is created and how we can share with the privacy policy. I think it's clear to everyone. Is there any question or query till here while creating a folder and sharing?
Sir, I had one query, like you have organized your Google Drive folder so neatly. And when I look at my Google Drive, it's so haphazard. So I would really like to organize it like this.
Okay, yes. Actually, if we organize the folder in a proper way, it will help us to understand those folders, and we can get those files or folder easily from here. So it is always better to organize the files or folder in a proper way. And this is how you can do it, right? Now, next, when we do a right click, we have also organize option.
Organize.
Right? Now, with the help of this organize option, we can move this folder to the another folder as well. Like if I want to move this test WEMBA to training, like you can see here, I can simply click on move. We can simply click on move, and we can go back to like my drive, right? Now we can check any of the file, sorry, the folder where we want to move it. Suppose if I want to move it to, this is in the my drive, okay, in the home page, and these folders are there in my drive home page. So I want to share, I want to move it to, let me go to inventory summary. Suppose I want to move it there. I will simply click on move. Now this item will be visible to everyone who can see inventory summary also. So inventory summary has already been created, that particular folder, and it has been shared with some person. So if I move this test member to the inventory summary, that person can also access it. So you have to be careful while moving the files of folder to another folder. Okay, so like this we can move it easily, right? So like this I have moved also. So if I go to that inventory, I can search it from here, inventory. Inventory summary, the folder is here. So there is a test member. Now you can see the icon of this folder has also been changed because it has been moved to the inventory summary, where already this folder has been shared with the third person, right? So in this way you can create a folder and share it.
So in my drive, like when you were showing the previous slide, where there were big icons, where the folder was being shown, my drive shows like that. It doesn't show like this.
Where in the slide? Are you talking about the slide?
No, in Drive, Google Drive, like when
Okay.
you open inventory.
Yes. Inventory. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a second. Let me. When I do a right click, when I move, when I click on move, right here, you're talking.
No, so when you open the file, when you searched in the Drive for inventory, and then that folder opened.
Okay, let me go in the inventory summary folder. So you can see the folder is there.
Yeah, no, so I meant like here, it is your drive is showing very small icons and it is very neatly organized, right?
Yeah.
But when you were searching for inventory in the drive, so then the drive was showing, there was a different format showing in the drive.
Oh, see, actually it will, when I'm searching
Version also.
inventory, when I'm searching here inventory, right? So whenever I'm searching the inventory here, it is showing all the files also with the name inventory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, I think she
Yeah,
has
so
to
this
click
one.
on the view as list.
Yes. Now, if I click on
List.
folder, just a second, I'm clicking on the folder. See, I filtered more. Okay, let me again show you. Just a second.
Yes, sir. So like this, when it is showing like this in my drive, so how do I organize this into neat folders?
Okay.
You mean alphabetically or like that?
I
Not
didn't get.
alphabetically,
Like
like
this,
sir is
view as a
organized
list.
like this. So
Actually, I think with the number of folders increasing, the space which is being shown, sir has numerous folders. Now we have very few. Maybe because of
Yes,
that
yes,
is showing.
that is the reason. Actually, I have
Yes.
so many folders here. That's why
Okay.
it is, it has been adjusted in this particular
Okay.
space.
सर आप एक बार स्क्रॉल डाउन करिए इसको.
Sir, can we not view as a list?
Just
List
one
की तरह
second.
Yes, we can view as a list also, that I was going
हाँ.
to show you. So we can view it as a list also. We can view it as a grid also. Okay. Now this here you can see the folders are adjusted because there are so many folders and it has been adjusted in this space. That's why it is looking small. Okay. If
Okay.
the question is that, then
So
this is the answer.
once you scroll down, you can also see that it's not as neatly
Yes.
placed. But see
Yes.
like this. So
These
Yes.
things are here because somebody has shared with me.
yes.
Okay, this is not my file. When somebody has shared with me in the My Drive, it will show this one.
Okay.
Okay, this has been shared by other people and
Okay.
I have opened these files as well. Okay, now these are not all my files. Okay, if you open it, it will show. But the correct way of, if you have some files, so you have to move it here. You have to move it here, all those files. You have to create like this only,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because it
Yes.
has been, you can see here the storage 56.9 GB has been used. So many students have shared with me many files and many folders also. Okay, and I've opened so many documents and all. That's why it is showing at the bottom. But the actual way where you have to organize is this way. This is the way of organizing the folder, so that you can access those files easily. If the files is like this, if your file is like this, you won't
Yes.
be able to access. It is very difficult to understand.
Yes, it's very difficult. So actually, it's very
Yes,
difficult.
yes, that's why what I did, what we have to do is we have to create the folder like this, and we have to keep our important files in the particular folder. As well as I will show you another way also, okay, to organize these files. That will be in the priority. Okay, so should I go with the priority right now?
So one question, what is the storage limit here?
Here it is like unlimited. It is of
Okay.
1 TB, something like that, because it is an educational package.
Education.
That's why it is
And
unlimited.
for us, normally, what do we have? How much?
Yes. Normally, if you go with that, I will share a link with you. Okay. It will be cost somewhere like 129 per user per month, like that. I will share a link. I'm just clicking here. Just give me a second. Like you can see the pricing here. Could you see my screen? Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
business starter 136.90 INR. Okay, per user per month. You can go with the business standard, that will be 736 per user per month. So it is bit costly if the cost is concerned. Okay.
Because I see after a few shares, like it's showing no space in the drive.
No
So we
space,
have
yeah.
Yes, because your space is having only 15 GB.
Yes.
that's what.
Using a personal
Hmm.
one, it is having only 15 GB of space. And
Right.
that
The
is
same
not, yeah,
with all the spam Gmail and all that, and how much ever I try to delete the Gmail, still within a few days again it gets filled up.
exactly, because so many, I think you may have subscribed to many, website also. So you should not subscribe with those things, because the mail comes in a bulk also sometimes from the companies. So it is always better if you are having a very less memory, you just delete it by doing a filter search and delete it from the
Yes.
Gmail. But the
Yes.
Gmail doesn't take so much of space. Actually, the drive is the only part which takes lots of spaces.
Okay.
Okay, so you should try to clean your drive first.
Okay.
Drive is the main
So
cloud
please
of storage.
show the clean off drive also, because so many times we don't know what to clean and what not to clean.
Exactly. So that is the thing. Like if there is a clutter in your Google Drive, it will take the space. So try to clean those clutters which are not required, right? If you have a 15 GB. Okay. So this is how you are going to organize the folders, so that you can understand, yes, मेरा file इस जगह में है. आप
Yes.
directly वहाँ पे जा पाओगे, right? So this is how we can share, and this is how we can organize.
Sir, 1 second. Sharing this copy link, have you explained kya?
Copy link. Yeah, this copy link is like when I click on share here, when I'm clicking on share, here is the copy link, right? This copy link was there when I was sharing that one also. Let me click on the share. You will find the same thing. Both are same. Copy link here it is also, and you find it in the here same thing. Both are same. It will copy the link only.
Yeah. So you don't
But
need
one
the
more thing
email
is there
IDs.
I would like to tell you. One more thing is there in the share that I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm clicking on share. Like we know how to share it with the people, right? We come to know the privacy policies also. But if you want to transfer the ownership to the second person or third person, what you're going to do? That is also very, very important. Suppose you have created a folder. Now you want to share your ownership. You want to transfer the ownership to the third person. What you can do is you have to simply click on the, this option, and there is a transfer ownership. Transfer ownership option is there. Okay, so you can transfer your ownership to the second or third person as well. Okay, so after sharing, if you want to transfer, you can transfer it. You can also add an expiry date for the particular viewer. when they will be able to, until which date or time they will be able to see. You can set an expiry date as well. This is the new feature which is there in the Google Drive. Okay, so like this, you can transfer also, and you can set an expiry date as well.
So this will be useful for Google Forms when we are floating a Google form for a short period of time. So then we can put an expiry date over there.
See, the expiry date in the Google form, there is no such features in the in the Google form, but there is an option called accepting responses and not
Yes.
accepting responses. So there you can set up that. I will show you in the upcoming right now sessions. I will show you. For the meanwhile, in the Google Drive, what we can do is we can transfer and we can add an expiry for the particular person to whom we are going to share. Right? And also you can see here general access, restricted, Inspire Knowledge Campus, and anyone with the link. Restricted means like within the, the restricted means like to whom you have shared. Suppose I have shared this folder with Miss Sangeeta and Sefali here, it is showing. So they are restricted people who can see this file or folder. Okay, but if I select, Inspire Knowledge Campus, and if I copy this link and share it within the Inspire campus, all the people of Inspire Knowledge Campus having this link, they can view it or they can edit it also. We have to set up here. So it is as per the domain. Okay, if you are using a domain, you can have this functionality. But if you don't have a domain, it is always restricted here. Always restricted. In your mobile phone, in your Google Drive, it will be restricted option will only be there, or anyone with the link will be there. This two option. But Inspire Knowledge Campus won't be there because it is as per the domain. Okay, so if it is restricted, only the people to whom you have shared, they can only open this folder with this particular link. And if it is anyone with the link, and if you copy this link and share it in the Facebook, anyone who is having a Google account, they can directly click on this link and they can open this particular folder. Right? So I would like to summarize this sharing part by saying that we can add people, right? We can provide the privacy policy here. We can make it a viewer, commenter, or editor. Second, and the third one, we can transfer the ownership, or we can add an expiry for the particular person to view for the certain time period. Right? And the fourth one is general access. If you select this anyone with the link, and if you copy this link and share it in the Facebook or Instagram, anybody can access it. All the public can access this particular folder with this link, but they should have a Google account. Right? So this is all about this sharing part. Right? And I've already told you about this moving. You can move this particular folder to any other folder. You can add a shortcut. Shortcut means a copy of the particular folder. You can create it. You can also add this particular folder as a starred folder. If I mark it as add to start, it will be added to here. Add to start here. Right? So in the My Drive, the main thing is that we can create a folder and we can upload the files, and after uploading we can do a right click and we can do download, rename, share, organize, and we can also move this particular folder to the bin, and in the bin it will be there for 30 days, not more than 30 days. Automatically this folder will be deleted after 40 days, 30 days, sorry. Right? So you can move it to the bin as well. Next, let's go to the share with me folder. So in the share with me, we can find the files here for those people who have shared with us actually. Like we can find the spreadsheet type. If we can see the spreadsheet which has been shared by other people. We can also find the presentation which has been shared by other people, right? We can filter out with the people as well. Suppose owned by like this, right? So we can filter out search. Okay, so this part is the recent modification in the Google Drive. Earlier these things was not there, right? But right now we can find it out, which is making much easier to work in the Google Drive. We can search easily, right? So in the share with me, the all the files in the folder which has been shared by other people, you can view it. Next, recent, the files which has been recently accessed by you. Like you can see here, I recently accessed the Google Workspace PPT which I've created, right? So this is here. I recently updated or uploaded this file also in the test WEMBA folder. So this is also here. So you can find the recent files or folders in the recent option or folder. Next, start. If you mark some folder as a start by doing the right click on the particular folder, the start folder, you can find it out in the start folder right here. Next is spam. If some files or folders are, are not appropriate or like that, all those files can be seen here. Next, bin. So in the bin, you will find all the files or the folders which you have deleted, right? And it will be here for 30 days. After 30 days, it will be automatically deleted. Okay. And lastly, the storage. Like, as I said, that it is an educational package we are having. Okay. Educational fundamental. That's why it is unlimited for every users, right? But if you want to have for the business startup, you have to purchase it. Otherwise, you will be having 15 GB of space in your personal drive. Fine. Yeah. Now, this priority, this is very, very important that you have to follow this one, because through this priority, we can create a workspace. Now, what is a workspaces here? Now, in this workspaces, we can, we can create a workspace. And let me show you practically here also. Suppose say important, I'm writing here, or I suppose I'm writing WEMBA. I'm creating a workspace called WEMBA, right? Now, when I create a workspace called WEMBA, the limit of this workspace is 25 files. So let me add some of the files here, and I will make you understand what is it. So let me add some of the files here. So you can select from any of the option, wherever the files you are having, right? So let me add this Google Workspace here. This was my file created. I can add one more file here. I can search here, say WEMBA, if there is. Let me
So, sir,
add.
what does priority mean?
That's what I'm going to explain you with the example.
Sir, in my drive, the priority is not being seen only.
Priority is not showing in your drive.
No, it's like my new my drive, and then the computer shared with me. All these are being shown, but no
Okay.
priority is being shown.
Okay, so if there is no priority in your personal, so it may be only in the educational fundamentals or in the, or in the product, which is which can be used for the subscription. If you're not able to see the priority, it means it is not available. But I think there should be in the, let me, you are using your personal account, right?
Yes, yes.
That's the personal account. So you're not able to see the priority.
No.
No. So I think it may be like, in the Google Workspace for education, we are having this, or it may be in the, in the package which can be purchased. So if you are going to purchase that one, you should know this one. So I would like to tell you, I will continue with this thing, right? So have a knowledge on this, so that in future, if you get that kind of product of the Google
Sir,
Workspace,
this
you can
priority is not there in personal account, but it's there in the the web-based accounts which we have now, wherein we have connected it with our website and all. There we have the corporate account, the education.
Yes, that is what I'm also saying, that you will find it out in the corporate accounts, because those are a purchased account or purchase package. Okay. And that's why it is there in the corporate, because it has been purchased. So in the like I have shown you here, in this business standard, business plus, or enterprise, or business starter, you will find those option. So it is not available in your personal drive.
Sir, in
Personal
personal
account.
also I have a purchased account, but it's not
Yeah.
there.
So
It's
it
not there in the
depends then.
personal also.
So I think it depends on the, on the type of plan.
Right.
Okay. So it depends on the type of plan you are having, right?
Can you just show once again that blank page which you got in Google Workspace in the drive?
Yeah, this one. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how did you do that?
Yeah. Again, I went to the priority. I
Okay.
have clicked on the create button, and after creating a workspace with the name WEMBA, it is shown. It
Okay.
automatically this kind of spaces is created. Okay.
Okay.
Now in this spaces, I have added some files here.
Okay.
Okay. Now after adding the files, I have clicked on done. Okay, and the limit is 25. The file limit is 25. You cannot insert the folders here. Okay, you will be able to insert only files. Now, why this priority is important or it is required? Because say suppose like I have added here Google Sheet and a Google Workspace under the workspace called WEMBA. Now, these are the files which are required during my WEMBA session, suppose say. So instead of searching and going to the folder, if I kept it in this workspace, it would be very easier for me to access it. I don't need to, like suppose I have so many folders. I don't want to search the folders and get this WEMBA file. Okay, I can simply go to the priority and I can go to that particular workspace called WEMBA where all the files of the WEMBA is there. So in the near future, if I want to access the files of the WEMBA, it is very easier to access it from here. Okay, so this workspaces help us to organize the files as per our priority. As per our priority. Which one is our priority? As per that, we create the workspace and we keep our files so that we can access it in the near future easily.
So if we don't have a priority, so then we can just organize it in folders as you'd shown previously.
Yes, if you don't have a priority, you have to create this kind of folder and you have to organize it in this way.
Okay, sir.
Right? I
Yes.
missed with the coloring part. You can color this file easily by going to the by doing right click and just you can select any one of the color. Now, why do we require this coloring? So that we can organize, we can understand the importance of the particular folder as well, right? We can color the folder. Okay, so this is about the priority and the my drive and all those options which are shown here, right? And this new option which is here, we can create a new folder as shown. We can upload the file, we can upload the folder, we can directly open Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms directly from here as well. Okay, and all the files of this type of like Google Docs or Google Sheet, all the files are saved in the Google Drive, because Google Drive is the centralized storage for this application, right? All the files get stored in this Google Doc, in this Google Drive.
So
I will
what is the
also,
difference between file and folder?
the difference between file and folder is that folder, like आप लोग जैसे कि I will give you a most easy example, like you may have a bag, right? आप लोगों का बैग होता है ना कैरी करने के लिए, तो वो बैग के बैग इज अ फोल्डर, और वो बैग के अंदर में आप लोग बुक्स रखते हैं,
That
those
is
are
a file.
files. Okay,
Okay.
so folder is nothing, it's a bag where you are going to keep your books, that is a file.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So that is the easiest way to say what is a folder and a file. So bag is a folder and the books are the file which are going to keep it. Okay. And that bags need to be arranged in a proper way so that next time you can check that folder and you can get the files if you don't have a priority option. Right? And I will also show you, if when I go to this Google Doc Sheets and Slide, I will give you a technique, or I will show you how you can move this particular document to the folder also. Okay, if you don't move the Google Docs files into the particular folder, it will remain outside like this also. Okay, so I will show you how you can move that one. Okay, so next we have a search in Drive. We can search with a particular person, right? Suppose if I want to search with this person here, If he has said, I will find it out here. So you can search with the people, you can search with the type of the document or types of the file, you can search it easily. Okay, if I want to search a spreadsheet only, I will click on spreadsheets. So it is showing only the spreadsheet files. Now I want to filter more. I want to search the spreadsheet with the ownership of Mr. Rahul Gupta, suppose. So it is the file. So like this, we can search it easily in a more deeper filtering, right? We can also filter it out by clicking on this advanced search option. Type document or spreadsheet on a specific person, say suppose this, then includes the words, and we can like you can provide some of the basic filter criteria and you can click on search. So like this also you can search it, right? Next, here's the settings option. Now, if I click on the settings here in the Google Drive, you will find a general settings, which will help you to set up your Google Drive interface, like density. Okay, convert uploads to Google Docs editor format. If some of the files are there, like sometimes you may have a Microsoft Word file, it can convert automatically to Google Docs also. And this one offline. Anybody knows about this feature, about the offline? What is it? Offline. We can work on this Google Docs offline as well, or in the Google Sheets offline. But it doesn't mean that we do not require the internet. Okay. If we have selected selected this offline option here, yes, you can work offline in the Google Docs sheets or slides, but it need to be open. It should be open in your Google Chrome. Okay. Now, why I'm telling is that, like, this all are a Google, this all are an online platform or online application. So if this thing is marked as offline, you can work, you can type, you can, update your Google document, Google Sheet or Google Slide. Later on, when the internet comes, it will be automatically synchronized. Okay. So this is possible only if you have marked this checkbox on. Okay. Suppose say, like I have already opened a Google Docs. Let me open this Google Docs here. Any document I'm opening here, the Google Docs. Suppose in between I'm working here in this Google Docs. Suddenly the internet goes away. Now what will happen? If the internet goes away, you will be logged out from here or you won't be able to work, right? But if you have marked this one in the settings, by going to the settings, if you have marked it this option as on, you can work in the Google Docs here for the long time. And when the internet comes, it will be automatically synchronized and saved. Okay, so that is the use of this setting options called offline. So any doubt in this offline? This can be useful.
So, sir, supposing we have not ticked the offline and we are working, and we have not remembered to switch to tick that, and now we have gone out where we don't have internet. So then also can we switch that on? Click on that and then use it offline, or does it need to be ticked on before?
Before you have to do it before, and
Okay.
all those things need to be open. This should not be closed.
Okay.
If it is closed, you won't be able to access this Google Docs in the offline mode. Okay, this should be open, and if it is offline mode is on, it will be synchronized automatically when the internet comes. Okay, so that is the use of this offline feature here, right? Suggested files, make priority my default homepage. Like, did you notice that when I have opened the Google Drive, my first homepage which opened was priority.
Screen. If you're sharing,
Hello?
if you're
Hel-
sharing a screen, we are not being able to see it.
Hello?
Sir, are you sharing your screen? We are not being able to see it.
Yeah, okay, just a second. I have shared my screen. Just a second. Yeah, could you see now? Like,
yes,
maybe.
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So could you see my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So when I went to the Google Drive for the first time by clicking here, you know what? The first interface which it was showing was the priority, right? It was showing the priority, not my drive. Now, what I did is I have went to the settings. Let me click on the settings. Yeah. So I went to the settings, okay, and I have selected make priority my default home page. So you can also select like my drive or priority as a default home page if you have an option of priority. So this can be done in the, in the specific plan of the Google Workspaces. You can set priority as a default homepage as well if you get it in the future, right? Otherwise, by default, my drive is your default homepage, right? Next, the notification is there. You can set up your notification messages to be sent to your email or address, like get all updates about Google Drive items via email. You can do this setup by going here. If you're not receiving the notification through mail, it means it is off. So you should make it on, right? And the manage application. These are nothing but all the add-ons which has been added in the Google Drive. Okay, which has been linked with the Google Drive. These are the applications which has been linked with the Google Drive. Okay, so these are the three settings of the Google Drive. The general settings help you to set up your interface of your Google Drive. The notification, you can set up the notification settings from here so that you will receive a notification in your email. And the manage application, it will help you to see all the applications that are connected with your Google Drive.
So I don't know whether I've linked the apps with my Google Drive. So I'll
Okay,
have to check that.
fine. Fine. So at least these three applications are always connected. These applications like Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, okay, and the Google Forms. These are the four important applications that are connected with the Google Drive. Okay, that are by default.
So can Canva be also linked with Google Drive?
Canva, yes, there are some of the integration company which will help you to integrate, but it will cost. Okay, it will cost. Like Zapier. Okay, we have a Zapier company, like there is some company called Zapier that will help to integrate some other application. It can be integrated, but it will cost.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the settings options which are there. I think Prabha Jalan madam has a query.
So what do you mean by default homepage?
Default homepage means like let me go to the Gmail. Like when I'm clicking on Google Drive, when I'm going to open a Google Drive, the page which you're able to see here, this is the default home page. This is the home page. The first page of your Google Drive is the home page. Okay. And most preferably, your default home page is My Drive. Your default home page or the first page of the Google Drive is your My Drive, this one. Okay. But what I did is I did my default home page or first page of my drive as priority. I think it's clear. I have created this priority as my first page of the Google Drive. When I'm going to open this Google Drive, priority is the home page or the first page. Okay. But by default, which is by the company, is the My Drive. My Drive is the default home page. It's clear, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the all about the Google Drive here. Is there any question which is coming in your mind regarding this Google Drive right now? Or we may have a questionnaire at the end of the session. Any question coming in your mind like regarding priority, My Drive, share with me, recent, start, anything question coming in your mind so that I can help you out?
So sometimes when I open my drive and I can't see the folder which I want to, so then I have to search and then that folder comes in front. So what could be the reason for that? Like even when I scroll down, that folder is not visible. But when I put in the search, the keywords, then I can see the folder.
Okay, there can be a reason like the folder which you are searching. Okay, like suppose this is the folder here, my folder. Okay, now if you search from here, the folder which is there here in this drive, here in this interface, you are able to search within this interface only. But if your folder is inside this training folder, suppose इसके अंदर में है आपका folder, तो कभी-कभी क्या होता है, आपका फोल्डर के अंदर फोल्डर है, उस फोल्डर के अंदर और एक फोल्डर आपने बना के रखा है, तो समटाइम्स it may not be visible. Okay, but technically it should be visible there also. I don't know why it is not visible, because if I search some item here, any folder, मान लीजिए ये ट्रेनिंग के अंदर में क्या है, एक टेस्ट फोल्डर है ना, तो माई ड्राइव में गया हूँ, आई एम सर्चिंग टेस्ट, सपोज आई एम सर्चिंग अ टेस्ट फोल्डर. Okay, like this. You're also doing like this only. Now
Yes.
see what it is coming. So it is showing the test folder. See, test folder तो आ रहा है. देखिए यहाँ पर.
So when I'm searching, then it's showing. But otherwise, when I'm scrolling down, then it's not showing sometimes.
It may be due to your loading. It may have not loaded properly. It may have not loaded properly. Okay.
Okay.
That may be the reason.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
One more
Okay.
thing.
So now let's go to the Google Classroom. Okay.
I just want to ask one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside the folder, if we have a subfolder,
Okay.
then is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay.
Yes, like you can see here, I have a training folder, and inside this folder, I have another folder called test here. So it is visible. Now inside this test folder, we can have a files like this. Okay, so you can see a chain here. My drive में है ट्रेनिंग वाला फोल्डर, और ट्रेनिंग वाला फोल्डर के अंदर में है टेस्ट फोल्डर. ठीक है, और टेस्ट फोल्डर के अंदर में है आपका ये सारा फाइल्स. ओके, सो आप यहाँ पर ये भी एक आइकन देख पा रहे होंगे, ये है आपका बता रहा है कि ये शेयर है किसी के साथ. इफ आई क्लिक ऑन दिस आइकन, वी कैन व्यू इट, किसके साथ शेयर है. Okay, so yes, of course we can see the folder inside the another folder. Okay,
Okay, sir.
these are also called as nested folder. This is the parent folder, and inside this folder I have a child folder. So you can create a parent folder and the many child folders, and inside the child folders you may have a files, right? So can we proceed with the Google Classroom if it is clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So for the Google Classroom, yes, we can access the Google Classroom directly from the Google Drive also, from this icon. Okay, or else we can go back to the Gmail. Okay, and there is also an icon, right? So from here we can go to the Google Classroom. Okay, so when I have clicked on the Google Classroom, this is my interface, and these are my classes, like which I am also taking here, right? So this classes has been created by me or by others also. Okay, now suppose you can see in this Google Classroom interface, you will find here a home option, calendar option, and all the classes here. These are all the classes. Okay, you will also find the archived classes. Archived means the classes which is not active. Okay, so if I click on archived classes, the archived classes are this. So which has been stopped, which are not active right now. So I will show you how you can archive also later on in this session. Okay, so before telling this archive classes, let's create a class, a new class. So how we can, as a teacher, how we can create a new classroom?
So,
So
I just want to ask one thing, like the archived classes, whatever is there in the archived classes, will it does it have an expiry date? Like, does it go or it stays?
no, it doesn't have any expiry date, madam. It doesn't have any expiry date. Okay, you can instead re-access it. There is no expiry date.
How can you re-access?
Like you can see here, I went to just archive classes only, and you can see there is a 3 dots. in these three dots, there is a restore option. So you can restore it. Else you can delete also. You can copy also, or you can move it to another place. Okay. So if I click on restore, it is saying you and your student will be able to interact with this class again. The class will be shown under classes and in the classroom menu. So if I click on restore,
Yes.
it will be visible to all the students back again. Okay. So let me create a new class to make better understanding of the Google Classroom, right? So as a teacher, we can create a Google Classroom, a new class by clicking on create. Okay, the student used to join the class. As a teacher, we will create a class. So I'm clicking on the create class. Suppose say WEMBA is the class name, right? Section we can provide, subject we can provide, room we can provide, and we can click on create. Right? So like this, we can, it will take some time. So like this, we can create a classroom. Okay. Now in this classroom, you can see here, there are 4 important options: stream, classwork, people, and the marks. Right? Now in the stream, we can we can announce to the student something, right? We can make an announcement directly from here. We can make an announcement, right? In the classwork, I think you may have used this Google Classroom before also during our session, right? So I think
Yes,
you
sir.
all are familiar with the assignments and all. I
Yes,
think
sir.
familiar, right? Okay. So let me directly go to the people. Suppose if you want to add a teacher or a students, what you will do? So you have to go to the people, and you can invite a teacher with their mail ID. Excuse me. Like this, we can invite. Else, if you want to add some students, we can click on plus icon here, and we can type the name or the email address of the particular student, and we can invite them. So this is how we can invite the students or the teacher in this particular classroom called WEMBA. Okay. Now, let me go to the classwork here. Excuse me. So here, there is a create option here. When we click on create option, we can create an assignment, we can create a quiz assignment, we can create a question, we can create a material, we can reuse the post, or we can create a topic, right? Suppose if I want to create a new topic, I will click on the topic, WEMBA. Suppose I have added here the topic called WEMBA. Okay. Now, if I want to add some material inside this topic, how we can achieve that? We simply, again, we have to click on the create, and then we have to click on material or assignment. Suppose we want to give assignment only. Click on assignment. After clicking on assignment, we can type the assignment name, say assignment 1. You can give some instruction, and as an attachment, you can attach the question from the Google Drive. You can provide a YouTube link as a material. You can create a Google Docs file, Google Slide files, and attach it here. You can also upload the files from the Google Drive or from the computer as well, from your system as well. Okay. As well as you can provide a link of the particular assignment question, right? So like this, you can attach the assignment questionnaire here, and you can simply, you can go simply to the right side, and you can add the point, say 50 marks, right? You can provide the due date for this particular assignment. Say October 1st is the due date. You can also provide the time, right? And then you can provide the topic. So which topic we have created? We have created a topic called WEMBA. So I have selected a WEMBA, right? And we can assign it, we can schedule it, or we can save a draft also, right? Suppose I want this, we want this assignment to be scheduled for the particular date of tomorrow. I want this assignment to be displayed to the student tomorrow. So I can simply schedule it 30th of September, 8 बजे से ये सब बच्चे को देखा जाएगा, ये सारा देख पाएंगे. So I can simply click on schedule. And it is, you can see here, it has been scheduled for 30th September, 8 o'clock. So tomorrow the student will be able to see this particular assignment for this WEMBA topic at 30th September, from 8 o'clock. Okay. Now you can edit the assignment again. Now you may be thinking, sir, what is rubric is? You can check it out here. What is a rubric? If I click on rubric, this is very, very important when we do the assessment for the particular student. Okay, I can click on create rubric. Now rubric is nothing but a criteria which you will set up for the particular assignment. Okay, like बच्चों का उस assignment में कैसा handwriting है, कैसा answer दिया है, we can set up a criteria and the points. What is their performance? मान लीजिए अगर उन लोग को पीपीटी ही जमा किया है तो पीपीटी में तो बहुत सारा क्राइटेरिया हो सकता है. लाइक वो बच्चे ने पीपीटी कैसा बनाया है, उसका 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 स्पीच कैसा था, उसका अटायर कैसे लाइक लगाया था, या फिर बहुत सारा इस टाइप का पॉइंट्स हो सकते हैं, क्राइटेरिया हो सकते हैं. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट क्राइटेरिया वी कैन हैव अ पॉइंट्स. सो यू कैन क्रिएट अ क्राइटेरिया हियर, से सपोज परफॉर्मेंस. Okay, and this is 1 point. Okay, or simply I will give a 2 point for the performance for the particular student. I can add one more criteria here. So like this we can create a rubrics. You can try it by yourself. Okay, we can create a rubrics by going here. Okay, this is the one criteria. I can delete it also. Okay, you can add one more criteria. Say suppose their attire, the performance of attire, इसमें भी points है, मान लीजिए 2 point. So like this we can add a criteria and accordingly we can give them a marks when we do a grading. I can click on save it here. Just a second. Yeah, so I have saved a rubric and the criteria having a 4 points, 2 criteria, 4 points. Okay, so like this we can create a rubrics also to check the assessment or do the assignment for the particular students for this assignment. And it is scheduled for tomorrow 30th of, or day after tomorrow 30th of September, like this. So any doubt in this while creating a topic and the assignment? This is very important, creating a topic and the assignment. Any question regarding this topic and the assignment?
So below rubric, there was identify plagiarism. So
Yeah,
is
that
possible?
plagiarism can be, yes, I also missed that one. This check plagiarism, we can check the originality. You can enable originality of reports on 5 assignment per class. Means it is limited, 5 assignments with the originality reports left. Matlab, for this particular assignment, the 5 assignments can be checked for plagiarism.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the option here it is providing. Only for 5 assignments it can check.
Sir, the rubrics is only to check the performance, like as a
Rubrics,
test.
yeah, rubrics are used to, like suppose आपने कुछ बच्चों को प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए आपने दिया है, बच्चों ने प्रेजेंटेशन सबमिट भी किया. नाउ अब बच्चे लोग ने वो प्रेजेंटेशन कैसा बनाया है, मतलब हाउ इज द प्रेजेंटेशन, तो प्रेजेंटेशन में कुछ मार्क्स होगा, दैट इज वन क्राइटेरिया. उसने किस तरह से अपना प्रेजेंटेशन को डिस्प्ले किया, यानी
So
उसका
it's basically giving the points here, and
Yeah.
when we give suppose 2 points for performance, we give in here 2 marks. So are the students able to see this, or is just
No,
for
no,
my
no.
own record?
This is only for you only. Okay,
Okay.
you can segregate their assignment as per this criteria.
Okay.
Okay, while providing a marks,
Students cannot,
you have
like,
to see this
if there
criteria.
is an exam given, we submit our exams. As a
Okay.
student, I'm submitting it to you as a teacher. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
you are marking me using this rubrics.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, how do I get to know my results? Is there any option here, like which you can share it with the student?
Yes, obviously, when we do a grading, when we do a grade, okay, automatically, that grading with the student's name will come here. And there is an option called, um, I'm going to show you here right now only. Just a second. Let me show you if there is. Hello. Not getting that one. Yes, you can see this one, madam. You can see this one, right? So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So when we provide some like out of 100, if we give some like 50 marks, now this 50 marks I will give as per the rubrics, as per the criteria for this particular student called Sania Prasad.
Okay.
Okay. Now there is an option, 3 dots, right? Return. You can see the return. This return will help us to send the marks to the student. They can see the marks.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the way through which we can
And
tell
view
this.
submission is, when did they submit this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So
with return, sorry, sir, interrupting. Sir, with return, can they see the corrected worksheet also?
a corrected worksheet.
Yeah, with return, can they see only the marks or they can see their sheet also?
Only marks. Only marks. They can't see the sheets. Only marks. They
So
won't be able to. Yeah.
how can they see this? How can they see the corrected sheets?
Uh,
How
they
can the
can't.
students see the corrected sheets?
No. They can't see the corrected sheets. Okay. But in the
This is
Google
for
form.
the teachers. This platform, like creating the classroom and everything, is from the teacher's point of view. Like what you are doing, making it changes as per your convenience.
Sir,
Right.
in this it is written create assignment to see grades. What is the meaning of this? When you're clicking on marks, it is
Only
coming
for the
create
marks we
assignment to
can
see.
return. We can return the marks, but not the file which they have sent it to us. Okay, because that file has been checked by us as per the criteria, right? So only the marks can be returned to them. Only the marks
Sir,
can be returned to them.
Sir, how is it done? Like marks marks, under marks, it is coming create assignment to see grades. So how do you put marks like 100 out of 100? How do you have to create that, no, sir, first?
Yes, but this thing you have to check out the criteria, the rubrics. As per the criteria, you will give some marks to the student, right? Suppose
So first
out
I
of
have to
100.
create rubrics, then it will show.
Yes, you have to create a rubrics. It is not compulsory that you have to create a rubrics. It is not compulsory. Okay, but as the system is provided in the Google Classroom, you can create a rubrics as per your convenient. It is only for your convenient to evaluate the student as per the rubrics. You can evaluate the student for the particular assignment as per the rubrics. Okay, but it is not compulsory कि आपको वो rubrics बनाना ही है. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं.
For our convenience, कितना marks कहाँ allot करना है, तो we know it.
हाँ.
It's just like that. Our examination evaluation sheet, which teachers have, like one subject, what marks to give, the other subject, what marks, criteria, like that. Nothing else.
Yes.
वो हमें समझ में आ गया. हम ये पूछ रहे हैं कि आपका ये जो out of 100 ये आपको create करना पड़ेगा या ये आ जाता है अपने आप से, ये पूछ रहे हैं. आपका जो शो कर रहा है मार्क्स के अंडर ये जो out of 100 ये सब जो शो कर रहा है सर, ये कैसे शो कर रहा है? मतलब we have to create that, right, sir?
Yes. This is what I've just shown you. Na?
So how to create, sir? How to create?
Okay, I've just shown you. Again, I'm going back to that. Like when I went to WEMBA here, like in the classwork, when I have created this assignment, I'm going to edit this particular assignment only. Here we have provided the points. See?
Okay.
100.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is very important. That is why I said.
This is very important.
Yes. This point is showing there. Okay. Now this rubrics you can create also or you cannot also. It's your decision. Okay. But it doesn't have any effect in the assignment portion. It doesn't have any effect. Okay. This is for your convenience कि आप बच्चों को कैसे marks देंगे. आप तो criteria तो setup करेंगे ही अगर कोई presentation दे रहा है. So this is for your convenience only. Else you can, you don't need also. It is not mandatory. It is only for your
Yes, sir. I
convenience.
think it's,
Huh.
okay, now we can move forward.
Yes. Done, madam?
Until unless we do it on our
Yes,
own
sir.
once, we'll have many doubts. Let's do it once, then we can ask them
So
anytime.
the students can view their corrected work when they go to people and when they click on their name, so then they can see the corrected assignment.
Yes, they can see the corrected assignment as with the marks.
With
They
the
can see the
marks.
corrected assignment with the
Okay.
marks.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So these are the important features, like how to create a Google Classroom. I think it's clear to everyone. The streams is the interface where we can do the announcement to the students, right? We can have a conversation, communication, and the feedback in through announcement. Okay. Next, we come to know about the classwork, where we can create a topic and we can provide them an assignment or a material. Okay, the process of giving the assignment, the material is same. So I'm not going to show this one. And the quiz assignment is also like that only. You can try it by yourself. There is a limited time right now. So I have to hurry with this Google Sheet also and the form. So, uh, so these things, I'm like, you can try it by your own. If there is any problem or any issue, I will help you, sure. Right? Next, people, how to add people and the students, like the teacher or the students I have shown you, and the marks, how you will grade it, right? So these are the important aspects of the Google Classroom. As a teacher, you will be going to create a class, you will create a topic, you will give them an assignment or a material, and you will be going to grade them. So that is all from the Google Classroom. So let's go to the Google Sheet, right? So you can, when you click on the Google applications, there is a Google Sheet, and when you click on it, it will take you to this page, right? Now in this interface, you can have the blank new spreadsheet or already created spreadsheet. You can view it out here. Okay, so I have already created a Excel sheet for for the demonstration. Okay, so let me click on this. Right. So you can see the Google Sheet interface here. I have created a Google Sheet called Google Sheet only here, right? So, and these are the experiments which we want to do it, right? And we will try to complete it within this time frame, within this 15 minute on this thing, Google Sheet and the Google Form, right? So you can see here Google Sheet menus and tab. You can see these are the Google Sheet menus, and the most important menu here is file. Now in this file menu, you can create a new spreadsheet. You can open a new spreadsheet from, you can open a drive directly from here. You can make a copy of this particular spreadsheet, right? Within, for this particular sheet, you can make a copy. You can share this with the other person, right? Like how we did in the Google Drive. The process is same. You can share this particular file with other person, and you can set up a privacy policy like as we set it in the Google Drive, and we can walk together. Okay, we can email this file, we can download this file as a PDF or .xlsx. We can rename this file, we can move this file. This is very, very important. As I said, like all those kind of files are saved in the Google Drive. So we need to arrange this type of files in the Google Drive. So how we can achieve that? In order to move this file to the particular folder, we will simply click on move. Okay, now from here, we can go to the My Drive of the Google Drive, and we can move it to any folder which is created so that it will be organized. Okay, this is very, very important. Else, you can also create a new folder by clicking on new. Okay, and you can move it there. So this is how you can move the particular Google Sheet or Google Docs or Google Slides. You can move it to the particular folder like this, so that it will be there in the particular folder instead of outside of the Google Drive. ठीक है, जैसे कि यहाँ पे जो था, ये जो फाइल है ये बाहर है because ये folders में नहीं है. If you move that particular files to the particular folder, it will be in like there inside this inside this folder, right? So you can achieve that one. In the file option, move, or simply you can click here also. Next, we can add a shortcut of this file to the drive. We can move it to the bin. We can see the history of this particular file. मान लीजिए आपने किसी के साथ शेयर किया है, तो आप जानना चाहते हैं किसने क्या एडिट किया है, तो उसके लिए आप लोग ये इसका हिस्ट्री देख सकते हैं, राइट? मेक अवेलेबल ऑफलाइन, जैसा कि मैंने आगे भी बोला था ड्राइव में कि आप इसमें ऑफलाइन भी काम कर पाएंगे, बट यू हैव टू क्लिक ऑन दिस ऑप्शन कॉल्ड मेक अवेलेबल ऑफलाइन. You can see the details of this file and the settings and the print. You can do this, right? So this is all about the file, which is very, very important option. And this menu is same in Google Docs, Google Slide also. You will find this kind of options same. Okay. Now there is an edit option, undo, redo, and all. You can have a view, show the bars, formula bars, or grid lines. You can freeze some of the rows or columns. You can hide the sheets. That I would like to show you in this within this timing. Okay. Insert, you can insert the cells, rows, columns, chart, pivot table also you can insert, tick box, drop down. This all the things can be done in this Google Sheet. Format, right? You can format the number or the text or alignment. Text wrapping is also there, rotation you can do, and all those things, right? So let's go one by one. I will try to wrap it out this thing within this timing. So Google Sheet menus and types. I have briefed you regarding this. How to freeze the rows or column. How to freeze the rows or column. Suppose this is the data set. I want to freeze this one. I will select this particular row. I will go to view and I will freeze the first row. Now, why do we require freeze? The freeze is helpful. Like you can see here, agar ye freeze nahi rehta, suppose if it is not freezed, no rows, you can see my data is going up, right? We are unable to see the header. So if it is freeze, you can see my data is constant there. My header is constant. It is there in the particular row and it is constant. So this is the use of freezing.
It's basically, sir, every page has a title, not like the number, the rows has the name.
Like you can provide as
Every
per
page
your.
will have its same, right? When we freeze it.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Sir, can
Okay.
you explain freeze once more, please?
Sure, sure. Simply click on the particular row. Okay. Go to view, go to freeze and one row. Right? So like this, you can freeze the row. You can also freeze the columns. Suppose I want to freeze the column 1. Simply go to view, go to freeze and one column. So it is freeze in the column wise. See? Okay. So like this, you can freeze the rows or column. Okay. And this is helpful. Very, very helpful.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Then we have how to rename the sheet. If you want to rename the sheet, simply click on here and you can rename it. Okay. Now, how to add, delete row and column to enter a serial number. Like if you want to add a row, it's very easy, right? We can select the particular row, do a right click, and we can insert a row below or row above like this. Right? Now, sometimes what happen, हम लोगों को क्या होता है, serial number need to be ये सीरियल नंबर हम लोगों को डालना है. मान लीजिए 100 or thousands of serial number we have to put it here, 1 से लेकर 1000 तक. तो आप लोग क्या टाइप करेंगे यहाँ पर ऐसे करके? नहीं. There is a way through which you can put the serial number easily. Okay. Simply what you have to do is you select this particular 1 and 2 and simply drag it down. So this is how you can add a serial number. No need to manually type it. Okay. How to hide or unhide columns? We can hide these columns also. Simply click on the particular column or particular row. Okay. And just click on right click and you can hide it. Hide the row. It is simply hidden, right? You can unhide also by clicking on this particular. Or you can hide the columns also. Hide the columns. Unhide the columns, right? Now these are the basic things which we can do in the Google Sheets. Now how to add a date picker in Excel? Here you can see the date column is there. Now we don't need to put the date manually here. Okay, we can set up a date picker for this particular cells. Okay, simply go to the data, go to data validation, add a new rule, right? And there is an option called is valid date, right? And don't forget to select the range. Don't forget to select the range. I want to this date picker to be shown here. Okay, I click on simply click OK and done. Now you can find out here a date picker coming up. This is the date picker, right? Any doubt in this date picker?
So do we have the same feature in MS Excel too? Date feature?
Date features are date picker in the MS Excel. I don't think so. There is.
Okay, this is in Google.
Yeah, this is in Google Sheet. Okay.
Nice
So
one.
can you
Yeah.
please explain once more?
Okay, sure. What you have to do is this is the data set, right? And we want to add a date picker here. Okay, so simply go to the data, then click on data validation, right? Add a new rule. Okay, when you click on new rule, this kind of thing will be okay. Let me remove this rule only. Okay, I will show you again. Please, you can check it out, right? What you have to do is you have to go to data, data validation, right? I went to data.
Yes, sir.
Data
Data,
validation.
data validation, then add rule.
Add
Yes.
rule. Okay.
Yes.
After going to add rule, click on the range. Select the range. Okay. Where do I want? I want it here.
Okay.
Then click on OK.
Mm.
Right. After clicking on OK, in this criteria option, select is valid date.
Mm.
After clicking on valid date, simply click on done.
Mm.
Okay. Now, if you click on this, you will find a date picker like this.
Okay.
Right.
So the
Sir,
calendar
one second.
opens and you don't have to type out the whole date.
No. You
You
don't
can
need to
just
type.
click on the date and the whole thing comes. Okay. Sir.
Exactly. You don't need to
Sir,
type.
we often see this thing na, in the Google Forms. So how do we do that in Google Forms?
I will show you that one also. So let me finish this particular Google Sheet. I will directly
Right.
jump into the Google Forms only. Okay. So
Okay.
let me finish this one. I think it's clear. It's very important.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So next, we have how to do the alignment and merge the applying border to the sheet. How we can merge the data. I think you know how to merge it. You have to select this particular cell. I've selected this 2 cell and I simply click on merge all. See, it is merged. The cell is merged. The data is removed. Okay. I would like to show you in another way. Just a second. Suppose if I want to merge, suppose मान लीजिए आपका Google, suppose I'm writing here Google workspace. Okay. अब ये देखिए, it is going out of this box. Okay. Now there is a two-way. I can simply, wrap it like this. Okay. Else I can merge it with another cell. See, you can see the difference.
Yes,
Now
sir.
2 cells has been merged. Okay, there are two way to make this thing. एक तो आप wrap कर पाएंगे अगर ये exit हो रहा है तो, दूसरा आप merge कर पाएंगे. So this is how you can merge the cell.
ये एक्सेल में भी है.
हाँ, Excel में भी है ये.
हाँ.
Excel में भी है.
After merging, we can't wrap it. We can do either of the two things.
Yes. Either one you can do. Okay. Both are different. One is wrapping the text and another is merging the text. But it is very, very important when we are working. Okay, alignment. I forgot to show you the alignment. We can do the alignment, center alignment or the right alignment, right? So it's clear?
It's more we explore, we'll get to know all
Yes,
this.
exactly. So I'm going one by one. Time is
Actually.
now, yes, time is running out.
Doing a tremendous job,
Then-
sir. Commendable. You're teaching us so many things in such short time.
Uh, now let's see this one, how to use data validation to make the drop down menu. Okay, like you can see here a status column, right? Now, if I want a drop down column here saying yes or no, how you can do that? How you can achieve that? So for that, simply again, you have to go to the data. you have to go to the data validation. Okay, add a new rule. Okay, now in this new rule, you can see what it is coming. Option 1 and option 2. Suppose I'm marking it yes. And here, no.
No.
This is a drop down. Okay. And let us don't forget to select the range. It's very, very important, right? So simply click on the range, select the range and click on OK. You can also set up the color as per your requirement. Okay. Then click on done. Now here you can see the drop down is coming up. See? Right?
Yes, sir.
This is the drop down, how you can create a drop down. This is the way you can create a drop down.
This is so useful, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So any doubt? Again, I have to show you this one.
No,
Okay,
No,
sir.
sir,
Yes,
it's
sir,
clear.
sir,
Fine.
sir, please show
Yeah.
again, sir. Select the range क्या
हाँ हाँ मैं
show
फिर से
again.
दिखा रहा हूँ. मैं डिलीट
हाँ.
कर दिया. ठीक है, मैंने डिलीट कर दिया उसको. Now let's go again back to data. Okay, data validation. जैसे कि हम लोग ने वो डेट पिकर डाला था ना, वैसे ही. उसके बाद let's go to the add rule. अब यहाँ पर आपको सेल रेंज सेलेक्ट करना है. ओके, जस्ट सेलेक्ट द स्टेटस. ये स्टेटस वाला जितना भी रेंज है F2 से लेकर F12 तक सेलेक्ट किया. उसके बाद ओके भी किया मैंने. Now here you have to provide a drop down options. That is yes, no. Okay, I can add one more. Maybe. Right? And we can do a coloring also here. ठीक है, ये आप select कीजिएगा. I would like to show something new. That's why I'm not coloring here. And then just click on done. Now see here, madam. Yes, no, or maybe. So this is how you can create a drop down. I think it's clear now. It's clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is done. Next, how to use conditional formatting to color the row. Like आप लोग ये देख पा रहे हैं ना कि ये मान लीजिए मेरे जब मैं yes पे क्लिक करूंगा तो ये कलर होना चाहिए this row. अगर no में क्लिक करूंगा तो red कलर होना चाहिए the entire row. So how we can do this one? So this also can be done with the help of conditional formatting, right? So let us go to the conditional formatting. Okay. Then select the range. I will show you this one 2 times because it just observe it what I'm doing. Right? Custom formula equals to dollar F2 is 2. You can see here, like, yes, whenever, like, suppose if I say no, there is no color. But whenever I'm clicking on yes, this row is coloring. Could you see that this one? The changes? Yes. Now, if I want to add for no, simply click on add another rule. You should note it down this formula. This is very, very important. Now I'm going to explain how it is happening. Okay. Now let me show you again. Okay. We went to format, conditional formatting, right? After going to the conditional formatting, we have to go to, because already the one rule has been created. This one, right? We will create another rule for no. So जब हम लोग no में select करेंगे तो red color आना चाहिए. So I will click on simply add another rule. I will select the range. The entire range we have to select till here, right? Then click on OK. After selecting this whole range, we have to go to this formatting rules. Simply click on custom formula is. We have to provide one formula that is equals to absolute F 2. You know where is the F2? This is the F2 here. This cell is the F2. F2 is to absolute last here. What is it? F12. क्योंकि इसी रेंज में आपका ड्रॉप डाउन है, इसलिए मैंने ये सेलेक्ट किया विद द एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू. ठीक है, उसके बाद इक्वल्स टू दिया. देन इन द डबल कोट, inside the double quote, I will put no. Then I can select the color here, say red one. Okay, done. आपको समझ में आया ये मैंने क्या किया? Yes में देखिए और no में देखिए. So you can color this like this also using conditional formatting. Okay. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So आप लोग यहाँ पर भी देख सकते हैं कि मैंने यहाँ पर वही किया है. I have put the conditional formatting here, and also I have uses the drop down here. See? Okay. Now next, number 10, how to share the file and its privacy policy and ownership change. I think I have already shown you this part in the Google Drive. So I think you don't have any problem regarding this. Or should I show you again? Should I show you again, right? You have to go to the share. Then you can simply add the people, same like Google Drive. You can also transfer the ownership, right? It is same like what we did in the Google Drive. You can share this particular file with a third person and you can transfer the ownership as well. How to insert date? I think we come to know how to insert a date. Text wrapping also we come to know. Now let's see how we can insert a link. Suppose हम लोगों को एक link add करना है यहाँ पर. ठीक है? So what we can do is we can simply click on this icon, insert link. And here we can type, suppose www.google.com. ठीक है? And here we can provide a text जो दिखाई देगा उस सेल में. Click me. Apply. तो आप देख पा रहे हैं ना how to insert a link to this particular sheet. आप बोलिएगा. I think this is clear. Date and text
Yes.
wrapping. Yeah.
हाँ सर, लिंक वाला प्लीज फिर से बता दीजिए.
ठीक. यहाँ पे जाना है आपको and you have to click on this insert link. आप यहाँ पर उस लिंक, कोई भी लिंक आप लोग यहाँ पे पेस्ट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? जैसे कि मैंने तो यहाँ पर पेस्ट नहीं किया, लेकिन मान लीजिए ये ऑटोमेटिक है, मैंने यहाँ डाल दिया तो आ गया ना यहाँ पर लिंक. देखिए,
ओके ओके.
you can copy this link, you can remove this link, you can edit this link, right? This is how you can do. So Google Sheet is providing a very good interface to work. Then how to rename and protect the sheet? मान लीजिए आप यहाँ पे ताला देख पा रहे हैं ना, आप लोग यहाँ पे ताला देख पा रहे हैं यहाँ पर नीचे.
Yes,
There is
sir.
a lock. Yes.
Yes, sir.
It means ये मैंने क्या किया है, इस particular sheet को लॉक कर दिया है. मतलब ये शीट सिर्फ मैं ही खोल पाऊंगा या फिर किसी को मैंने अलाउ किया होगा. So how we can do that? जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं कि ये डेटा सेट में लॉक नहीं किया है मैंने. अगर मेरे को इसको लॉक करना है, I will simply click on this drop down menu here and then I will click on protect the sheet. यहाँ पे protect the sheet में जाकर I will simply click on set permission. Set permission. Now आप देख पा रहे हैं कि ये शीट तो it is like जहाँ पे ये राइट दिया है, मतलब वो सारे लोग खोल सकते हैं. I want कि ये कोई ना खोले, सिर्फ मैं ही खोल पाऊं या फिर सिस्टम इंस्पीरिया खोल पाए. So I have to tick and click on done. So this, आप देख पा रहे हैं यहाँ पर ये भी लॉक्ड हो गया. अब देखिए, और ये शीट कौन एडिट कर पाएगा? Me and the system इंस्पीरिया.
Can you please repeat this? I missed it.
Sure. ये लॉक नहीं है ना इंडेक्स वाला, आप लोग देख पा रहे हैं ये लॉक्ड नहीं है. तो ये लॉक्ड क्यों करते हैं? ताकि ओनली द
We
पर्सन.
can edit. Only
Yes.
I can edit.
यस यस. तो यहाँ पे जाना है एंड यू हैव टू गो टू द प्रोटेक्ट द शीट ऑप्शन. ठीक है? उसके बाद यहाँ पे सेट परमिशन बोलकर एक ऑप्शन है, वहां पे आप लोगों को क्लिक करना है. क्लिक करने के बाद यू कैन सी यहाँ पे मैंने ये धनंजय, प्रसन्नजीत, ये सब के साथ मैंने शेयर किया है ये पार्टिकुलर शीट एंड दे आर अ एडिटर एंड उन लोग ये पार्टिकुलर इंडेक्स को एडिट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? बट मैंने सोचा कि नहीं, ये शीट में बस मैं ही एडिट करूं, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, सबको डिसेबल कर दूंगा. देखिए, डिसेबल कर दिया, सिर्फ मेरे में टिक है. because I'm the owner.
This we have allowed it beforehand. No, like once I'm starting on my own fresh sheet, I don't have any share. I've not shared it with anyone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But when you share it with the another person, at that time you can do this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
When I add the collaborators while saving it first.
Suppose say you
That
have
time
created.
I add the collaborator, and then
Yeah.
after that I can do this, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely correct. So
Right.
when you share this one, when you share this particular
Got
sheet
it,
with the
sir.
third person or fourth person, from that time you can do this one.
Right.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think it's clear. This one is also clear. How to copy the sheet to the existing new sheet? मान लीजिए ये एक already एक sheet बना हुआ है ये particular content बोलकर. अगर मेरे को या फिर हम लोगों को if you want to copy this particular sheet to another sheet that is in the new spreadsheet, so we can achieve that one also. ये तो Google Sheet बोलकर है ना ये. This file is a Google Sheet. But if you want to copy this particular sheet to another new sheet, we can use this option called copy to. And we can simply select on new spreadsheet and our new spreadsheet will be created. Copy to the new sheet, open a spreadsheet. It will
So,
be
sir,
copied
this
to the
comes
new.
with a right click, right?
No. Here is the drop down. Here you can
Okay.
see the drop down. Yes, copy. ठीक है. आप नया में भी रख सकते हैं या फिर इसी चीज को आप एग्जिस्टिंग स्प्रेडशीट में भी रख सकते हैं.
Right.
मतलब कॉपी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है.
Okay.
Yeah.
In spite of like control A and selecting the whole thing and doing it copy paste, we just do this shortcut.
Exactly. Okay. This is the shortcut way to copy this one to the another spreadsheet.
Another spreadsheet.
Okay.
Right.
But if you want to make a duplicate of this particular sheet here in this particular sheet only, you can simply click on duplicate. See? A copy is created.
Copy of contents.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Now there is one more option called hide. Now ये तो मेरे copy तो बना लिया, but मेरे को ना नहीं चाहिए था, तो मैं hide करना चाहता हूँ इसको. So
Hide
again
sheet.
you click on this and click on hide
Right.
sheet. Or you can delete it also. ठीक है. तो आप यहाँ का option से आपको मिल रहा है delete, duplicate, copy to, rename, change the color. You can change the color of this particular tab like this. ठीक है. उसके बाद आप प्रोटेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं शीट को, हाइड भी कर सकते हैं, मूव टू द राइट, मूव टू द लेफ्ट, मतलब राइट या फिर लेफ्ट में मूव कर सकते हैं आप.
सर अगर हाइड कर देंगे then how do we again see the sheet?
Yeah, very good question. To unhide this particular sheet, simply you have to go to view option. Okay. And then you have to go to the hidden sheets and you can unhide it. ये जैसे कि मैंने हाइड किया है, you can unhide it like this. ठीक है. This one is also done. Duplicate sheet in the one worksheet and how to make the index. ये इंडेक्स में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. जैसे कि एक वर्कबुक में बहुत सारा शीट्स है आपका. एक वर्कबुक, दिस इज अ वर्कबुक, राइट? सो इन दिस वर्कबुक यू मे हैव अ मैनी वर्कशीट्स. ठीक है. तो वो वर्कशीट्स को हम लोग एक इंडेक्स बनाकर भी ट्रैक कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. तो आप लोग यहाँ पर देख पा रहे हैं कि शीट नेम्स. ठीक है. तो मान लीजिए मेरे को और एक इंडेक्स में ऐड करना है ये कंटेंट्स बोलकर. ठीक है. सिंपली व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल कॉपी दिस लिंक, Control C. I will go to the index. Okay. I will click on this link option. Then I will type here content. Okay. And I will apply. See. So it is like this. We can create an index in the particular workbook.
So you have this a small portion which is lined and the rest of the sheet is blank. So how do you do that?
Rest of the are blank. Oh, this one.
There are two columns, yes, and the rest of the sheet is blank.
Okay. That also I'm going to show you right now. Like this is the data set. You can see here. Like as per your question, how we can remove these columns. Right? So what you have to do is you have to select this particular column first. Okay. And then you have to press Control right arrow. Control Shift and right arrow.
Control Shift and
Shift
right arrow.
arrow. Yes. And then simply click on the right click and then delete. Like
Also,
this.
just a minute. You have to
Hello, noise is coming.
Control Shift and right arrow.
Yes, yes, yes. Control Shift and right arrow.
Okay.
Okay. So you can achieve that one also, right? So this one is also completed. So I think Google Sheet, the basic thing which is required in the Google Sheet, I have completed right now in this session. I hope this is a bit clear with everyone, because you have to try this thing.
Yes.
Until unless you try, until unless you do by yourself, you can't understand this. So you can do this thing. I will post this question. I will post this question in the, or I will share this sheet with you. Don't worry. I will share this sheet with you, everyone.
Sir, and maybe after a month, we can have another session with you.
Yeah, that can also be done. Yes, actually in
Yes,
this
because I think Google Drive is something which is very, very important for everyone. और बिना
Yeah.
use करे वो आएगा नहीं.
नहीं आएगा.
आज जितना सीखा है अभी हम लोग 1 month तक let everyone practice.
Yes.
And we can do a question answer session कि सर ये कैसे होगा वो कैसे होगा, जो हम लोग को नहीं आएगा हम लोग नोट करके रख लेंगे.
No, that is more better actually.
Yes,
अभी
sir.
तो
Google
entirely
Forms is
it's-
another one more thing. तो उसको भी grasp करने के लिए भी need time.
हाँ, yes,
Actually
yes.
अभी मुझे क्या फील हो रहा है पता है कि टाइम हो गया मेरा. टाइम कैसे इतना जल्दी टाइम चला गया.
सर
नहीं
अभी
सर,
तो
टाइम कभी नहीं, ग्रास्पिंग नहीं होता है फिर सर, भूल जाएंगे हम लोग.
हाँ, भूल
Not
जाएंगे
the
सर.
regular user, no, that's why.
and too many things ना, Google
Too many
has
things.
so
Yes.
many things. अभी तो सर
Right.
सिर्फ
Sir, Excel में ऐसे लग रहा है like so many things to do. We have never known all this. MS
See,
Excel भी करते हैं तो भी